Welcome to the WNBA Picks and Plays edition. My name is Abby. This is for Wednesday, July the 16th. We got a 5-game card. It's a full slate of games. This is the last day of the WNBA set of games, and we get a 5-day break until Tuesday. Next Tuesday, action resumes. So we get basically a week off after today. Sorry we couldn't get to yesterday's games. We had some technical difficulties yesterday for yesterday's action, but we're back today. We do apologize for yesterday. And again, we have 5 games to go over with you. Again, the odds are courtesy of, oddslogic.com on the back end. Line moves, totals, and the injury report. On the front end, what you see here is covers.com. Line moves and totals from covers.com. Excuse the background noise. This is my system here. So just excuse the background noise. First game that we have here is Atlanta at Chicago. That's the first game that we have here. The line opened up -5. Total is 161. So the line has gone as far as it's up to 10 now. It's -10. And the total is 158. So we are going to check the injury report for this game. This is Atlanta and Chicago. And already we have Angel Reese. That's the big news. Angel Reese is out with a leg injury. That's where the line is -10 Atlanta. Ariel Atkins, leg injury, is out versus Atlanta as well. So that's 2 big losses there. On the Atlanta side, they're pretty healthy. Yeah, they're pretty healthy, Atlanta. So we're going to check the public, where the public and sharps are for this game. Public, of course, all over Atlanta. And they like the over. They're on the over in this game. Actually, it's a little bit of under money, so I take that back. On the totals, the public, it's kind of split. It's split. So that means there's a bit of resistance on both sides. So there's no clear cut. But the clear cut on the side's Atlanta. So we're going to go ahead and look at this game further. We'll take a look at this game. And of course, they've already played twice already. They played 2 times, as you can see. Played back on June 13th in Atlanta. Dream won 88-70. It covered as a 12.5-point favorite, under 158. Second game, June 22nd, a week later in Atlanta. Chicago was a 16-point underdog. Atlanta covered 93-80, and it went over 159.5. And now the third meeting. This is without Reese and Atkins. Everybody likes the over. Let's look at this one for a moment. Yeah, let's take a look at this game. Let's see what we can get for you guys. Yeah, the best thing to do here, I have a client play for this game. There is a client play for this game, but the best play in this situation, I would take Atlanta -10. I just take Atlanta -10 off the bat. I just take them. I'll take Atlanta -10. Those are 2 key missing pieces for Chicago, Reese and Atkins. So those are big pieces that are missing. So I'm gonna take Atlanta -10. I'll take them to cover the points. They should be able to cover this game as long as they're focused. They should be able to cover this. So I do like Atlanta here -10. The last game they covered as a favorite, they covered the they covered the Valkyries at home, 7.5 during the day. It was a day game. They covered that. They covered that spread. They haven't covered a road game in a while, Atlanta. So I feel that they're due here to cover a game on the road. So I do like Atlanta here at the points. I take Atlanta at the points here. I like them here to cover -10. I would take that. So yeah, I take Atlanta -10. That's the way to go in this one. Let me see. Yeah, that's the way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take that. That's the recommended play. Nothing for the total. Like I did, I have a client play for this game. So you have to go to sportsmobile.com for that information for the client play. And we'll get into that later. Second game we're going to look at near now. Minnesota at home versus Phoenix. This one here opened up Minnesota -6.5, total 161.5. This one's also gone to 10. It's -10 right now. So we're seeing some -10s on the board right now, -10 across the board. And the total has gone from 161, has come down to 158.5. So it's dropped by about 3 points. So we'll check the injury report for this game. See what's going on here for this game. So Satu Sabli downgraded to out Wednesday at Minnesota. She has ankle issues, so she's not going to be playing. Kalia Copper out with a hamstring versus Minnesota. Looks like everybody's healthy on the Phoenix side. I'm sorry, on the Minnesota side, excuse me. Carly Samuelson is out. Oh, we forgot to mention in the Atlanta game, Ryan Howard is out. She's out indefinitely. We forgot to mention that too. She has knee issues, so Ryan Howard is out for Atlanta. But they're still favored by -10. I forgot to mention that to you guys. Now, for the public and sharps for this game, we're going to look now. So public on Minnesota for the over under. It's really not saying. Let's double check. Okay, so the on the over under, it's kind of split. There's a bit of resistance on both sides for the over and the under. So it's kind of split here. So that's why there's resistance. No clear cut unanimous winner for the over under. Like there is, see on the side, Minnesota's the clear cut, but for the total, a bit of resistance on both sides. So there's no clear favorite there. Now for the game itself, I'll look at this now. Now they have played 3 times already. I think this is the fourth and final meeting. They played 3 times already. First game in Phoenix, 74-71. It went under 157, and Phoenix covered as a 5-point dog. The second game was, and this is in Phoenix. Second game was in Minnesota. This is June 3rd. Minnesota 12.5-point favorite. They covered easily, 88-65, under 159. Third game, July 9th, about a week ago, in Phoenix. Minnesota 7-point favorites. Phoenix covered 79. Phoenix covered and won 79-71, under 160.5. So for me in this game, I have to take. Let me see here. Let me take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. And this game, I have to take the under. I have a client play for this game. There's a client play for this game, but for me in this situation, I'm gonna have to take the under 158.5. This one, I like the under here. They've gone under in 3 straight games, so I think it goes under again for the 4th straight time this season. So both teams have played to the under 3 times. I like him here the 4th time, especially you have no Satu Sabli, no Kalia Kappa for offense. So I can see I like the under in this game for Phoenix, Minnesota. Like I said, I have a client play for this game. So if you want that, got to go to sportsmobile.com. I'll get into that later, but there's a client play for this game. So we have that game, then we have the third game on deck here. There's a third game that we have. We'll get to that now. Third game, we have the Valkyries, Golden State Valkyries, and Seattle. So this one here opened up 5.5 Seattle, total 158.5. It's now come down to 156.5. We are seeing some 155.5 right now, but it's mainly 156.5. So it's gone down by about 2.5 points around there. The spread's dropped by a full point. So we'll look at the injury report to see what's happening for this game. So we'll look at the Valkyries and Seattle. And it looks like both teams are, well, Katie Samuelson, as you know, is out. And Nia Mule's out. Both have knee injuries. So it looks like both teams are healthy. We'll look at the... we'll take a look at the... we're going to look at where the public and sharps are for this game. Let's see. Public all over Seattle. They're on Seattle. Yeah, public's on Seattle. And they are on the bit of resistance here for the over-under. It seemed like today all these over-under games, a little bit of resistance on both sides. So there's no clear-cut situation here on the over-under. But the public's all over Seattle. They're on Seattle here. Yeah, but the total's a bit of resistance. So we'll look into this game further. So they played, as you can see, they played twice already. June 14th in Golden State. Golden State a 10-point underdog against Seattle. They covered 76-70 and won outright. Second game of June 29th in Golden State. Valkyries covered and won again, 84-57, and it went under the 158. Now it's shifted to Seattle. I don't have a client play for this game at all. Nothing here on this game. If I have to give you a pick, however, I would look at I'm just taking a look at this. Let me see. I'm just taking a look at something here. I would look at a first half under. It's 77.5. I would take the first half under 77.5 for the first half. I would take that's the route I would take. Under 77.5 first half. Like I said, both teams have played to the under twice in this game. And at least for this game here, this third meeting, I would look at the first half under. That's the angle I would take. Under 77.5 is the way I would go in this game. Okay, and that's it for that game. Game number 3. Let's see. We're going to look at game number 4. Game number 4 is Indiana at New York. This one opened up 9 minus 9, 165.5. It's now gone up to minus 10, and it's come down to 164.5. We're even seeing 163.5. So it's dropping a little bit here. See, we are going to check the injury report for this game. Take a look at it now. So Caitlin Clark is questionable to play Wednesday at New York. So she is 50-50 with her groin. The same issue before, a groin injury. So we'll see if she's going to play. That's the big news. Jacqueline Jones, as you know, is out indefinitely. And that's it. The big one's Caitlin Clark. So we'll see if she plays or not. Hopefully she plays. We'll see how that goes. So for this public inside for this game, so the public is on. They're on the under in this game. I guess they're thinking Caitlin Clark may not play, so they're automatically thinking under the 164.5. Let's look at this game further. See what's going on. All right, so as you can see, both teams have played twice. First game, May 24th, in Indiana, 90-88. New York won, but Indiana covered over 174.5. Second game, June 14th, in Indiana. New York are 3.5-point favorites. Indiana won, 102.88, over 169. So this is the third game now. New York's 9.5-point favorites. Let's see this one here. I'm just taking a look at this. Let's see. I'm trying to figure this one out. This one, the situation is with Caitlin Clark. That's why I'm hesitating which way to go. The Caitlin Clark situation is the big factor here, obviously. So I'm not sure how to go about this game. That's a big factor. Yeah, that's a big factor. All I can recommend to you guys, I can only recommend the under. They played twice to the over already this year. That was in Indiana. Now Caitlin Clark out. I gotta look at. I would lean to the under in this game. No client play on this one, but I would lean to the under. Let's take a look here. Indiana right now 2-3 to the under last 5 games. And New York is 1-4 to the under last 5 games. Yeah, I would definitely have to take New York here and take the under in this game. I'd have to go with the under. I like the both teams are playing to the under. Caitlin Clark looks like she's 50-50, and if she's out, I would take the under. If she does play, I'm not sure how to go about it. That's the only way I would look at this game. Side, I'm not sure about the side, just the total. Under the total if she doesn't play, over the total if she plays. So we'll see how this plays out. So we're going to look at the 5th and final game of the night. Let's take a look at that now. This is going to be Las Vegas and Dallas. So this one here opened up. It opened up 5.5, total 172. We are seeing now -6, and the total has come down to 169.5. It's come down to those 169.5. There are some 170s, but it's mainly 169.5 right now. Of course, we are going to look at the injury report for this game, see what's going on. So Dallas and Vegas. Dejanay Carrington available to play tonight. She's recovering from the ribs injury, so she's going to be playing tonight. For Dallas, Tierra McCown is still out for personal reasons. Maddie Seacrest out indefinitely with a knee injury. Cheyenne Parker still out indefinitely with for personal reasons. Ty Harris, a knee, out for the season. And that's it. Public and sharps for this game. Public all over Vegas for the side. And they are on the over in this game. They like the over. Over the 169.5. So they're on the over. Okay. So let's look into this game further. So they played once already in Vegas, June 13th, a month ago. Vegas was a 5.5 point favorite. Dallas covered in 188.84, went over 170. So that did go over the total. So in this series, they've gone over basically in 5 straight games, dating back to June of last year. 5 straight overs. These teams head to head. So the only way for me to look in this game is to the over 169.5. I'll still even though the total dropped by 4 points, I still like the over. I like the over 169.5. I'd still take the over. That's my play for this game. All right, so that's it for the WNBA. We went over all the games today. Now I do have 2 client plays for this game. I might add a third one. I might add a third client play for this game. I'm not sure yet, but I do have 2 client plays for this game. Actually, for the whole card, 2 client plays. May add a third one. Not sure yet. But if you want the client play picks, go to sportsmumbo.com. Go to Abby Sports Picks. And myself and other cappers, we do have $5 Wednesdays. That's the big promo. $5 Wednesdays is today. So any capper you take and pick from, $5 today. Any capper you choose. So $5 Wednesdays, head over to sportsmomo.com and take advantage of the $5 Wednesdays. And go to Abby Sports Picks. You can take advantage of that today. All right. So again, this will be the last day for the WNBA. They're off for until next Tuesday. That's when they're going to resume action. So again, good luck to you guys today. Let's hit some winners, cash some tickets for the WNBA. Let's have a productive day. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Good luck. Again, whether you fit or follow my picks, it's up to you. Again, I still hope you cash some winners, cash some tickets, hit some winners. Nothing else to say about that. Let's have a big day. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Peace. Good luck. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Take care.